Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I've got a video here from Trains, and it is the history of St Pancras International Railway Station. The last train transportation video we did had a ton of views, got a ton of new subscribers. So happy to have you guys here. But yeah, we're going to dig into this one. Apparently, it's got a really rich history, and I'm excited for it. I will link this video in the description so you guys can check it out yourself, as well as links to Patreon and how you can support the channel here on YouTube, as well as my Sports React channel, where I do a ton of rugby and cricket stuff. Rugby more than anything else, but sometimes we get a cricket video out. But let's go ahead and jump into this.
St Pancras Railway Station, and since 2007 known as St Pancras International, is a major London terminus. It has been home to the Eurostar since it moved there in 2007 from Waterloo Station, providing services to continental Europe from London via High Speed 1 and the Channel Tunnel to Belgium, France, the Netherlands and beyond. Tucked up in the far left-hand corner of St Pancras, you will find East Midlands train services to Corby, Sheffield and Nottingham on the Midland Main Line. In the right-hand corner, South Eastern provide high-speed trains to Kent via Ebbsfleet International and Ashford International. Down below are the Thameslink platforms A and B, that offer cross-London services from as far north as Kings Lynn and Bedford and as far south as Brighton. The station was constructed by Midlands Railway, which had an extensive network across the Midlands and the north of England, but no dedicated line into London. After major rail traffic problems following the 1962 International Exhibition, Midlands Railway decided to build a connection from Bedford to London using their own terminus. The station was opened on the 1st of October 1868 with a beautiful Midlands Grand Hotel being the station facade with breathtaking architecture. St Pancras was built during the period of expansion for the Midland Railway, with major routes to Manchester, Nottingham, Sheffield and Carlisle that opened during this time. By 1902, there were 100.
That's actually really smart. It makes a lot of sense that it was connected with and part of a hotel. It's kind of like now where you see like with airports and stuff, there's always airport hotels because that's where you have the travelers coming in and out. That's really interesting. You don't see that. You don't see them like connected anymore. Now, if you look at like, I guess places here is what I'm thinking about. Like the largest train station or whatever I would say would be in New York, Grand Central Station, as far as the states go. And I haven't been there, so I couldn't tell you, but just based on where it is, I would guess that there's probably a lot of hotels around that area for that same reason, and I've just never put two and two together, never thought about it.
Arriving, departing the station daily. The station, however, was less busy than Waterloo or Liverpool Street. Great Eastern Railways used St Pancras as a West End terminus for trains to Great Yarmouth, Norwich, Lowestoft until 1917, when service was suspended because of World War I, and sadly they were never resumed.
Wow.
The London Tilbury and Southend Railway offered boat train services from St Pancras. The trains ran to Tilbury via South Tottenham, Barking and to Tilbury Docks, which then provided connections by boat to Scandinavia and even as far as Australia. There were also services from St Pancras to Southend Central. Boat trains ran from St Pancras until 1963, after which they were moved to Liverpool Street and Fenchurch Street. The Railways Act of 1921 forced the merger of the Midland Railways with the London and North Western Railway. This formed London, Midland and Scottish Railways, the LMS. On the creation of British Railways in 1948, St Pancras received major investment after years of neglect by the LMS. Destinations included the London area, services North Woolwich, St Albans and Bedford, and long-distance services reached as far as Glasgow, Leeds, Nottingham, Sheffield and Manchester. St Pancras hosted the famous trains including the Palestine to Manchester, the Thames Clyde Express to Glasgow, and the Master Cutler to...
So, if I'm able to make it over there, go find me in the description, and say I flew into London, and I want to go to, ideally, the places I know I want to go are York, other than London, York and Edinburgh. I guess you could take this trainway from there up into Scotland, right?
Sheffield. Unfortunately, by the 1960s, St Pancras was
I wonder how
surplus
long
to
it
requirement,
takes.
and many services diverted to King's Cross and Euston. However, there was fierce opposition opposed closure and demolition of both the station and hotel. Demolition of the nearby Euston station and Ark a few years earlier was met with strong opposition,
I bet.
led by
Look
John
at that.
Betjeman, to try and stop the destruction and save this distinctive architecture of St Pancras. This was successful, and in 1967 the station achieved Grade 1 listing, preventing its demolition and any drastic modifications.
So, maybe it'll tell me, and I'm not being patient enough. Does this still exist? Is the hotel still part of it and running? Because that would be a really, really cool place to stay. Love to look
However,
up the rooms and see what they look
on a
like.
semi-derelict state. And by the 1980s, British Rail mainline services to East Midlands were provided by Intercity sector, with suburban services by Network South East. Following the privatisation of British Rail, long-distance services from St Pancras were franchised to Midlands Mainline. These constituted only a few trains an hour that left the station. Underused, empty and very poor condition. The beautiful roof, still mostly blacked out since the Second World War, was in danger of collapse, and the station was in critical need of repair. Thankfully, this appeared in the late 20th century, when it became the terminal for the Channel Tunnel rail link, in a massive urban renovation plan across East London. The complex underwent a much-needed £800 million refurbishment, which was opened by Queen Elizabeth II in November 2007. A security-sealed terminal area was constructed for Eurostar services to continental Europe, with additional platforms for domestic trains to the north of England and the south-east of England. The restored station has 15 platforms, a shopping centre, a coach facility. St Pancras is now owned by London and Continental Railways and is managed by Network Rail High Speed, which is a subsidiary of Network Rail. However, not everyone is happy with the modernisation of railway stations. Gone are the days when St Pancras station was dark, poorly lit, diesel fume-filled train shed, with beautiful sounds of stomping Midland Mainline 125s and the busy clattering of the Royal Mail trains. You would not be blamed for missing the 125s of East Midlands trains. They have been pushed into a corner at the far end like a naughty child, kicked out from the platforms they once ruled by smug yuppie star Eurostar trains. What was once St Pancras railway station is no longer a railway station. It is a transport hub, a smart station, a mini city of of shopping centres, restaurants and a hotel. I wonder if John Betjeman would be all impressed with the station he once fought so hard to save. I'd love to hear from you
They
about what you
restored
think
it.
of our
They
beautiful railway stations
modernized
becoming
it.
mini cities and
And that's
transport hubs.
what keeps it going,
I
right?
would like to do some videos on the changing faces of our stations and railways. So if your well-loved station has changed, or if you would like to give us some views or thoughts, or even both, good or bad, of the changing faces of our railways, then we'd love to hear from you. Please leave your comments below and we'll make a few videos on this subject. Thanks for watching. We do hope you enjoyed this video. We'll be featuring many more stations in this series.
I enjoyed that. That was a great video. I think he did a nice job with the history. I love seeing the pictures, and I definitely am gonna go try to look up and see about this hotel, if it's still in operation, and try to peek some pictures of the inside of it as well as the rooms for sure. But I enjoyed that a lot. You guys let me know if you remember going through this station at all before it was renovated, what your thoughts are from then to now. If you're happy that it was modernized. I feel like, you kind of have to do that. They could keep the bones of it. But, I mean, if you don't modernize it, somebody else is going to do it somewhere, and you're going to lose out, I feel like. So I think that was the best thing that they could do personally. But I don't know all the facts on it. So you guys let me know in the comments what your thoughts are on it. And don't forget to like, subscribe, share. Thanks for joining me on this little history tour. And I hope you have an awesome day.